Hello everybody, welcome back to the Premier Guns YouTube channel, and today we are going to be looking at the new / not new Beretta UltraLeggero. So obviously we know the UltraLeggero has been out for a while now in a black action version. They have now brought out what they're calling the new silver action version, which in my opinion does look a bit better. I prefer it to the black action, although I do like black actions. I just think this looks a little bit prettier. It does stand out, and it's probably more traditional, should we say, than the black action. But the UltraLeggero has been a very popular gun, more so really in the UK, I would say, with ladies, because of it being such a lightweight gun. So a lot of people always ask the same question: is it a aluminium action? No, it is not. It is a pure steel action. Beretta have used their technology and their wisdom and their magic, and they have created a steel action that weighs as little as what a aluminium action does. However, they haven't got to worry about firing pins wearing away, the holes for the firing pins to go through. They haven't got to worry about wearing on action. Obviously this is going to be years down the line, but they haven't got that worry. Essentially what they've done is taken a 690 action and skeletonized it as much as possible, but with retaining the strength of a steel action. So it is a very strong action, but it is very lightweight. So the way they have kept the weight down is to essentially skeletonize it. So if you look at the bottom of an UltraLeggero, you will see what looks like a plate, and it is a plate. So behind that is just a hole. I remember going on one of our VIP trips and I actually saw a rack of these actions being built, and you could, it was amazing to see the skeletonization of the gun. Really good technology that they've used. Like I say, they've kept the strength of the steel action, but saved the weight for, as I say, this gun being designed for walked up shooting. So we'll take a look at the whole gun. Starting from the back, extra light recoil pad. Micro recoil pads will fit. It is the same fitment. Beretta have just changed to extra light, so the various sizes will still fit, and they are available in the extra light version. Nice oil finished walnut woodwork. Wood to metal finish is actually very good on this gun. Around the head of the action and through the tangs, really good fit. The oil finish on this particular gun is actually very good. Now, considering Berettas, as much as we like them, don't seem to be very happy putting a lot of oil on to seal the grain in, but this particular one is actually finished quite well, which is good considering, like I keep saying, it's a walked up gun. It's going to go out in rough conditions. You don't want your wood swelling, you don't want all the watermarks on it. So yeah, this particular one is actually quite nice. You've got laser checkering on the pistol grip, as you would expect. Non-adjustable trigger. You've got automatic safety, being a field version gun, with barrel selector, with your white and red indicators on which barrel is going to fire first. Nice top lever, standard sort of thing, nice and easy to use. And they have moved the cocking pin, so you will start seeing now that Beretta's new silver pigeons, the new UltraLeggero, etc., will start coming with the pin at the top, not at the side. This does aid in better opening and closing of the gun. You can hear it, it does sound a little bit better. Little things go a long way. So just that little bit of, let's move that there. Obviously they have thought that that is a good idea, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I never had any issues opening and closing the previous silver pigeons, etc., but obviously Beretta think that that is a better option. As I say, it is a 690 action, so it is slightly wider than a 680 action. Obviously, as well, I have said it is skeletonized, so it is super lightweight. This particular gun is a 30-inch, obviously standard stock, multi-choke, and it weighs £6 11 ounces. So it is around the aluminium gun mark. So if you were looking at something like a Koffs, etc., this is in that region. But it is using a stronger action being made of steel. The action has, as you will see, a floral type engraving on there. I'm struggling to find the word to actually describe the way that they have engraved it, but it is a series of lines through the floral, and as you move it in the light, it really stands out. Each particular leaf, should we call it, does flicker in the light, and it, you know, brings the action to life a little bit. So just gives you a little bit of something rather than your plain deep engraving, should we say. Gives you a bit of something on there. It's not deep engraving by any means. It is literally etched into the action, but I think they have done a good job. Obviously it's going to keep costs down, but it still looks good. You've also got UltraLeggero etched into the side of the action on both sides, as well as it is a little bit deeper engraved on the bottom plate with the Beretta Trident symbol. I think it's a smart looking gun. They have got some plain areas of the action, which again, it does look really good, to be fair. You know, in person it is a nice gun. Floral engraving carries on onto the trigger guard. Obviously there isn't really anywhere for the engraving to be on the fore-end iron, but all in all it is a pretty gun, and as I say, I personally prefer it to the black version. I believe the engraving is exactly the same on the black version, just in different colours, but yeah, I think it is a very pretty gun. Fore end, obviously rounded fore end, very simple, laser checkered. Again, you've got the narrow game rib, and then obviously moving into the middle section of the barrels, you will see that they are essentially skeet barrels, shall we say, where they are floating. Again, saving that weight. This is a 30-inch, and as I say, it is £6 11 ounces, so it doesn't weigh a lot at all. And you'll see these similar barrels or similar technology on skeet barrels, because obviously they are designed to move quick. Optima HP chokes, comes with a set of flush, but if you really wanted to, you could put the extended in, and of course a brass bead at the end. 3-inch chambered, steel shot proof, high performance steel shot proof, so they are completely future proof, as you would expect from anything brand new nowadays. But as I say, this is designed as a walked up gun. People do use them for clay shooting, but you've got to remember they are going to give you a bit of kick depending on what cartridges you use. So these really were designed to put 34, 36 gram loads through, but you were only sort of shooting 4 or 5 maybe on a walk, 10 at max. So yes, you would feel the kick, but you know, as you're carrying it through the field, or you might have your dog with you, etc., you're not exhausted, your arms aren't hurting, etc. But yeah, people do use them for clay shooting, but just be a little bit wary that they are very light. Lighter the gun, the more kick you're going to feel, is the way it is. So there are other variants of this gun. They do it in a 20 bore as well, in both the black and the silver action, and they do them both in a Vittoria and a standard version. They do also do a kick-off version of this gun. It is only available in 12 gauge. To be fair, why would you want it in a 20 gauge? They are, you know, pretty relaxed anyway for shooting. But yeah, again, because it is a super lightweight gun, they have designed it with a kick-off system, so it is available. It obviously is a little bit more money, but it will make it more comfortable to shoot. Should you want a lightweight gun, but you want to feel as little recoil as possible, which, you know, people do want that, I suppose. But it's a good idea. It also comes with a shim kit as well, which you will not feel. It is in the palm swell. Sorry, it is in the pistol grip, but as you grip the gun, you can't feel the shims. And the kick-off system looks exactly the same as what you would find on an A400, with the black sort of rubberizing in the middle of the stock. Good idea. As I say, keeps the recoil down on a very lightweight gun. So I think the whole gun is typical Beretta. It is very much relying on technology. As I say, you've got the recoil pad, the extra light recoil pad, which is going to absorb some recoil. You've got the kick-off system in the certain models that you can get the kick-off system in. You've also got the lightweight skeletonized action, the Stelium barrels, floating barrels, and Optima HP choke. So it is a very technical gun, typical Beretta, but I do think it is a really good gun. They are quite popular. As I say, mainly for game shooting, or sort of walked-up shooting, sorry, not game shooting, but they are becoming more popular in the UK for clay shooting. But as I keep saying, just beware, because you are going to feel some recoil with it being so light. So maybe you could look at the kick-off version, but if you are going to be going out shooting 100 registered, this isn't the gun for you. If you are going to be going out walking across 17 fields in a day, this is the gun for you. So that is the Beretta UltraLeggero. If you've got any more questions on the gun, or you want to know anything else about this particular gun, it is available in left and right hand cast. Sorry, I did forget that. Obviously not a left-handed top lever. Beretta don't do a left-handed top lever, so it is just the cast on the stock. But if you want any more information on the gun, you want to come and see the gun, get in touch, comment, give us a call, email, always happy to help. So I will see you on the next one.